Snow sleds racing. Some might call snowcross a natural North Country sport. After all, many of its rising stars from the Northeast caught the fever young. This guy first got on a snowmobile when he was 3.
This is the second race of the season. We had our opener at Burke, Vermont. I think it's really exciting. You know, being up in the North Country here, there's a lot of snowmobile enthusiasts around, and I think it's a different way to experience snowmobiling. You know, a lot of guys poke around the trails up here, but snowcross is really exciting. It's, you know, high speed, high intensity. You know, there's wrecking and banging and, you know, all sorts of racing stuff going on.
For several years, you could catch regional snowcross racing in Malone. More recently, it's in Plattsburgh. Last year at the Crate Civic Center, and this year at Airborne Speedway.
I'd always wanted to have the event in Plattsburgh. I thought Plattsburgh was well suited for it. It's a perfect location for them. It's centrally located, whereas New England, New York, Quebec, Ontario, it seems to be you know, like in the middle of this whole group of racers.
The athleticism that it takes to manhandle a 400-pound snowmobile around this type of course, I admire the intense athleticism and the training it takes for these young men and women that do this. We start them out real young with those little small sleds on a small little track. We try to cultivate our own little farm system and development system with a 120cc program for those kids 6 to 10. Well, there are skills, instinctive skills that you have, hand-eye coordination, balance. Just like in any given sport, there are skill sets that you need to excel. And so starting them off young, whether it be in the 120cc program or not till they're a young teen on a full-size sled, you analyze and see if they've got those skills. And if they have that commitment and they have that desire and display the potential skills, then it's exciting for all of us because then the sport is bolstered.
The future of the sport might lie with the youth, but it's not a boys-only club. Tell me about training at home.
It was actually pretty fun.
And how did you train at home?
With my dad. I go around the house and over jumps. It was hard at first when I first got on it after the long summer.
When we first started years ago, it was not such a girl sport, I should say. And now it's just become second nature. I think everybody does it. Girls, boys, it's awesome. The decision was safety first, you know, the helmets and all the equipment to go with it, but she loves to be outside and it's winter and we're from the North Country, so truly it was something that she's always wanted to do. And just as long as everything's safe and they have all their equipment, it's not a problem. Training at the house is so fun. He makes a little track around the house, and as soon as it snows, she wants to go out. There's a few little jumps, and she goes out for an hour at a time, and he'll get on his snowmobile and follow her and teach her the rules and the safety with the flags, and she loves it.
Continuing that support system can make all the difference.
My family's been really good about the whole thing. You know, it takes a lot of time, money, and effort to do this sport, and they've been really good. Put every little bit of effort they have behind me just to help me out. My brother, Darren Mees, he's real successful at it. My parents always had snowmobiles. We used to do trail riding up in New Hampshire. My grandparents have a cabin up there, and we always did it when we were real young, riding, started out sitting in front of them on the handlebars, and ever since then, we just fell in love with the sport.
But it does require more than just encouraging youth. Eventually, it becomes a full-time gig, and if you're not passionate, you probably won't go the distance in snowcross.
I've been racing for 14 years, I think, now. It's been a long ride for sure. I would definitely say I'm passionate about snowcross racing. You know, we put in so many hours of work in the week. You know, the mechanic works so hard, and it's been a long time coming. You know, we've worked really hard for this, and at the end of the weekend, you know, you can say that you put 100% into it. Over the summer, I don't think I took a week off. I work with a trainer out of Canada. His name's Drew Robertson with Evolved MX. 4 to 5 days a week, I was in the gym for an hour and a half to 3 hours, depending on the workout. Training over the summer, you know, biking and racing, motocross, and all that stuff. And now that it's winter time, we ride. You know, you practice 2 to 3 times a week at least, and you're in the gym just as much. You know, giving yourself a few days rest in the week, and then you're in the truck again Thursday night or Friday morning, and traveling to the race to race all weekend to do it again the next weekend. You know, it takes a lot of work, but it's awesome.
After all the work of growing up racing in the snow, what's next?
It's always the dream to get out and race the national tour and have that big factory ride, you know, and get to the Winter X Games and stuff. That's just a big goal for anybody like me.